I'm Arlo, and I'm going to explain some useful things to know about setting up an X2000. So, when you get your X2000, it will come in a bag like this, and I'll show you some of the things that you'll get in the bag. So this is the camera itself. This is an X2000. You will also get a cabled power supply, which has like these. Has these two ends. So this one you plug in, and then this goes into the camera. And you might also have a battery or two. These ones with the silver on the front. And you'll also have this handy camera card, which explains. It's got some useful knowledge to know about the camera if you have any questions. Cool. So normally for a stream, we'll set up the cameras with mains power. So to do that, you just plug this end into where you're getting your power from, and then the other end of the power supply, which I'll get out of the bag here, just plugs into the camera down here. So you have this flap here that's called DC in. You just open that, and then you can put this in here. And then that will give you power to your camera. For simplicity today, we'll be using a battery, so I'll show you how to put that in as well. So with the battery, you just put it in the camera upside down with these notches facing towards the camera, and you press it in, and it will click in place. And then to take it out, there's this release switch which you just press up, and then you can pull the battery out. Cool. So once that's clicked in place, you want to turn the camera on. So you open up this, you can see the screen, and then you've got a power button here, which you can press and hold. You get a red light on here, and then the screen will turn on. Cool. So as you can see, the screen is dark. This is because the shutter at the front is still closed. So to open that, if I move this out of the way, you've got a switch here, which you can just press up, and then now you see this is open. And when we look at the screen again, you'll see that we're getting a picture. So some key parts to know about the camera is that you've got a few places that you can do zoom. So you've got this dial, the second dial in from the front, you can use to zoom the camera. So if I point it down here at this light in the corner, you can see as I zoom in just by moving this wheel, and then you can zoom it out as well. You've also got a button on the top which does the same thing, so that will slowly zoom you in and zoom you back out. And then on the other side of the camera, you've also got this one here, which you can again use to slowly zoom in and out of the camera. Perfect. So the other wheel on the front is for focus. So with that one, you can just spin it, and it will, like, the picture will come in and out of focus. You just want to make it so that it's as crisp as it can be. The other thing that you might want to change on the camera is the sort of the exposure level. So you can press this button here, the AE level button, which will, if you turn it on, then you can use this spinning dial at the front to just spin, and it will change how light or dark the image looks. So you can use that, and then you just press it in to select the value that you want it to be. Another way to change that, if that's not changing it dramatically enough, is that you can flick the camera into manual mode, and then you've got a button down here for gain, which you can then press in. Switch it to gain manual, and then you can change the decibel level here, which will change again how bright or dark the image is. And you can just do that, and then you can set it. It's also good to know that this is a touchscreen, so if you want to edit any of the main settings on the menu, then you can touch to get into the settings that you want to get into. So with the tripod, you have the tripod itself and then the base plate. The base plate attaches to the camera to allow you to mount it correctly on the tripod. Okay, so you just want to undo this one to unlock it out of place, and then press this in as you're taking it out, so that it, because it locks it in place with that one. Cool. So on the bottom of the camera, you've got these two holes that you can put the base plate into. So this one goes into the first one, and then this threaded one is where you screw this one into. So you just line that up, screw it in place, and then you can tighten this up with either a flathead screwdriver or with a coin or anything, but I'm just going to do it with my hand for today. Cool. And then this goes into the tripod, just press it in. You want to sit it sort of centrally. If you have a look, it's sort of centrally in the tripod, so that it's not going to fall forward or fall off backwards. And then you just want to do up that one that we undid earlier to make sure that it's secure in place on the tripod. And then you can use these to adjust the height of the tripod if you need to. Yeah. Another thing that's worth knowing how to do for the tripod is leveling it. So if we come down here, I'll just move this out of the way. You've got this little spirit level in here. I don't know if you can you see it? Just about. So you've got this spirit level in here, and then there's a like something you can twist underneath. So if you hold the camera with one hand and untwist this with the other hand, it loosens like the head of the tripod. So then you can set this to what level it needs to be. So you want to make sure that this bubble is central to this ring here. So we'll do that by just doing this, and then you can just twist this again to lock it back in place, and then it means that your camera is now flat on the surface level, even if the legs of the tripod are slightly different heights. The last thing that you should do is connect the SDI cable to the camera. So if you come around here, I can show you. So this will sometimes be covered by this plastic cover here, which just says SDI on it. You can take it off, and this is an SDI connector. So on the cable, you've got a little notch here that you want to make sure you line up with the pins on the connector on the camera, and then you push it in and twist it to make sure that it locks in place. So if I put that in, twist it round, and then that's locked in place, and this doesn't come out. Because that's locked in place, when you take it out, like take it back out of the camera when you're packing down, you just want to make sure that you press it in and then twist it again to take it off. Like, there's no use tugging on it because it will just break the cable or the connector.